Alright guys, let's shoot. Time to close this hood. Oh shucks. Oh man. Whew. Whew. It's so high. The Ford F-150 is America's best-selling pickup truck. It also has the distinction of being the most popular vehicle of all time. Of all time, guys, it has served millions of satisfied drivers through the decades, and now, after a 20-year break, the mighty Ford F-150 has once again landed on Philippine shores. And today, we're going to review it. Let's do this! Hello guys, I'm Reagan and we are back here at Ford Alabang where we will take a peek at one of two Ford F-150 variants that will be sold in the local market. This is the Ford F-150 4x2 Lariat Supercrew and it's available right here at Ford Alabang. Now, this is not a refreshed 2021 Ford F-150 model that was recently launched in the States. Rather, it's still the current model but it's still directly imported from the US of A. Now, prior to the local launch of the F-150, the only badass pickup truck you can get from Ford is the Ford Ranger Raptor. But that handsome beast suffers from poor towing capacity. Now with the F-150, you've got a bigger, more badass pickup truck that can still tow two of those Ranger Raptors quite easily. Now, it all starts off with the front grille. When you look at this face, it's got intimidation written all over it. While the Ford Expedition is more like a classy brute, this F-150 looks like a thug that you don't want to mess with. You've got this body-colored front grille here, which is different from the 4x4 Platinum's chrome grille. But honestly, I like this look much better. It gives it a more intimidating presence, especially when you get it in Ford's rapid red color. Now, that would make a badass pickup truck. This body-colored front grille extends all the way to the headlights, and here in the headlights you see that the units are so big that Ford decided not to just put a couple of LED headlights here. Instead, you've got quad beam LED headlights, and you also get a pair of your LED fog lights as well. Now, when you move over to the center of the front bumper, you get a couple of recovery points just in case your 4x2 Lariat gets stuck in the mud. And underneath those recovery points, you've got a blacked out front skirt here that hides the fact that this 4x2 Lariat doesn't have a front skid plate. It's only found in the 4x4 Platinum, but this truck is still a highly capable performer. When you see the side of the F-150, you'd wonder how in the world will you maneuver this thing in our tight roads? I mean, it rides on 20-inch wheels, but these wheels look puny as compared to the body of the F-150. Now, these puny wheels are wrapped in 275/55 R20 all-season tires, but at least they're finished in a gunmetal color as opposed to the chrome or polished aluminum finish of the wheels of the 4x4 Platinum. You also get your massive side mirror here with side repeaters, and you get a fixed all-metal stepboard here, which is a step down as compared to the top spec 4x4 Platinum's automatic folding stepboard. Now, that's a nifty feature. Now, despite the size of the F-150, this is made lighter by the fact that it sports an all-aluminum alloy body construction, which is similar to what's found in jet planes. Now, come with me to the other side of this truck so that I'll show you another cool feature that I like about the F-150. You get a capless fuel system in the Ford F-150. Now, that is a nifty feature. Now, when you head over to the back of the F-150 Lariat, you'll notice that you have a regular typical truck bed. You've got your body-colored liftgate here, which is different from the chromed-out liftgate that's found in the top spec 4x4 Platinum. This Lariat also misses out on a key feature that's also found in the Platinum, and that's that liftgate step assist that should help short people like me to climb up on the truck bed of the F-150. So in order for me to climb up, I have to literally climb up. Now, when you open the truck bed door, as you can see, the liftgate is also assisted. So that's a good thing because this thing is heavy AF. Now, let me get up on the truck bed. Hold on, give me a second. Yeah. Man, remind me not to wear tight jeans when I do pickup truck reviews. Anyway guys, so as you can see, I'm on the massive truck bed of the F-150, and this baby has a payload capacity of 1,400 kilos. Now that is truly something because other smaller pickups in the local market can only do up to a maximum of 1,000 kilos. Now, it also has the capability to tow a massive 6,000 kilos of weight, while the other puny little pickups can do only a maximum of 3,500 kilos. Oh, that's too bad. And so this thing is not only big, it's also a power lifter. Just like Sir Gregor Clegane, the Mountain in Game of Thrones. Whew. Yeah. Now, Ford knows that most owners of the F-150 would be towing large stuff like a yacht or maybe a trailer. So that's the reason why they outfitted the F-150 Lariat with these electric sockets here that should connect to your trailer's brake lights, turn signals, and all that. Now, since you're towing such a huge item at the back of your truck, then you also don't have rear visibility. That's why Ford also outfitted the F-150 with these sensors here on the taillights, which should act as your blind spot monitoring system in case you're towing your luxury yacht to the marina. Now, in order to do that, you also need to have a monster engine. Now, let's head over to the front and check out what kind of engine powers the F-150. Okay guys, so the engine that's found in both F-150 variants here in the Philippines is a 3.5-liter Ecoboost V6 engine that's good for 375 horsepower and 637 Newton meters of torque. Now, this engine is the same engine family as the Ford GT as well as the Expedition. As you notice also, it's also mounted front midship, which means that the engine is right behind the front axle, and it's also mounted quite low in the engine bay, which should give you a better center of gravity and overall handling and balance at the same time. Now, this engine also has a start-stop technology, and it also makes use of both port injection and direct injection systems just to maximize on overall efficiency. Now, let's get off this chair and get inside the F-150 just to see what kind of toys you can see in this beast. Now, when you step inside the F-150's driver's seat, you'll notice that you have blacked out leather seats here with perforations in the middle. This is for your heating and seat ventilation as well. You've got contrast white stitching there, and you also have a 10-way power adjustable driver's and passenger seat system. Now, you not only get power adjustable seats, you also get power adjustable foot pedals, and you also get power adjustable steering column as well. So hooray for us short people, yay! Anyway, let's get inside the F-150 and check it out. Now, the F-150 Lariat's cabin is a mix of utility and comfort. I wouldn't really say luxury. That's more reserved for the top spec 4x4 Platinum variant with its full massaging chairs and a power moonroof. For the Lariat, you have to make do with regular chairs and a regular roof, but you do get some sporty accents here and there in the form of carbon fiber inserts on your door panels and another one found here on the dash. Now, your dashboard is finished with a leather material, which is a little bit nice. It's good, a little bit hard wearing though. And you also get this nicely leather wrapped steering wheel from Ford with your usual Ford buttons. Now, for your instrument gauges, you get a traditional instrument gauge. You got a speedo and a tach and an 8-inch LED screen in the middle for all of your information needs. Now, you move over to your infotainment system, you get the same 8-inch infotainment screen that's found in the other Ford models. Now, this one also sports the Ford Sync 3 as well as Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, but this time, Ford also outfitted the F-150 with a 360-degree view camera, which is particularly useful, especially when you're driving a behemoth like the F-150. Now, moving from your infotainment screen, you go down to your dual-zone climate control system, and you also got a 10-speed automatic shifter here with a select shift button at the side for your manual modes. You also get a ton of power charging outlets that would make even Iron Man proud. You get a couple of USB ports here, you get a 12-volt charger here, a 230-volt charger there, and right inside your huge center console, you get another 12-volt charger as well. Now, these outlets are there just so that you could power your devices or even your laptop when you're doing your site visits in your construction sites and all that. So you could really see that this is really a workman's a utility pickup truck. Now, you get a couple of cup holders here, a tray here for holding pencils, and you also have a couple of pen holders found here at the bottom of the lid of your center console. So that really tells you that this baby is really for an engineer or an architect or someone like that. Now, the center console itself has this little tray here for your other small items, but inside that center console, you've got a huge space that can store the laptop that I mentioned whenever you go on a site visit. Now, the entire cockpit of the F-150 it really gives you that feel of utility, that macho ruggedness that it's quite expected from a workhorse pickup, because this Lariat is more of a workhorse pickup with a little bit of comfort and luxury here and there. Now, let's head over to the back seat and see what kind of space and toys we can find in the back seat of the Lariat. Wow, this place is huge. It feels like I'm in a concert hall. I mean, yeah, that's a little bit of an exaggeration, but that's exactly how it feels like being here at the backseat of the F-150. And you'd feel like you're in a concert hall because this baby is outfitted with a 10-speaker Bang & Olufsen audio package. So that sound system is truly banging. Now, in terms of the seats are quite comfortable, and due to the massive size of the F-150, you could fit 3 of me, no, sorry, scratch that, 4 of me comfortably in this back seat. Now, you also get a good amount of toys as well. You've got your center AC vents here for cooling duties. You've got a ton of charging options as well. You've got a 12-volt outlet here, a couple of USB ports, and another 110-volt power outlet. Now, I mentioned that the power outlet up front is 230 volts. I'm mistaken there. It's also 110 volts because this baby is directly imported from the US of A. That's why it still just has a 110-volt system. But it's okay because most mobile devices anyway, like laptops and all, are multi-voltage, so it wouldn't be an issue. You also get a couple of cup holders up top here, and if you're only 2 passengers at the back, you can also put down the center armrest and still have another 2 cup holders here between you. So if there are only 2 passengers here, you can have a total of 4 drinks between the 2 of you because the F-150 has that many cup holders. I mean, it's crazy. Now, one of the best toys that can be found here in the F-150 are these buttons here in the center, which are your seat heating buttons. Yes, you heard me right, guys. If you want it to be hotter than how it's so hot already here in our tropical climate, then you can just press the button for your seat heaters and you will be hot as hell. Now, another nifty feature of the back seat of the F-150 is how the seat folds. You see, other cars, SUVs, crossovers, their seat backs of the back seat folds down. But the F-150's seat doesn't fold down, the seat butt folds up. So how you do that, you just get on this tag here at the side, and then you lift your seat up, and this entire seat has folded away. And now you have a nice flat surface here on your floor at the back seat, just so if you want to load stuff that can't be placed in your truck bed but are large enough that it would need this kind of space. So what are these items? So some notable examples, you could probably put a rocket launcher here or maybe even a sniper rifle. But overall, yeah, this place gives you a nice covered indoor storage space inside your F-150. So that is a pretty nifty trick. So now that we have this behemoth on our streets, who is the F-150 Lariat buyer? Well, it depends on your needs and your budget. You see, this F-150 Lariat is no typical pedestrian pickup truck, and it's reflected in the price point as well. Only those who could spare 2,698,000 Philippine pesos can get to ride this handsome beast. At that price point, it's best suited for engineers, architects, and contractors who need a pickup that could carry the heaviest loads during a weekday site visit. Then on weekends, it can easily tow your yacht for a nice weekend beach outing. It's classy enough to take out on date night. Just make sure that the establishment will have a large enough parking space. Once again, guys, thank you for watching one of my car reviews. If you like this review, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button as well. I promise you guys I'll make it worth your while if you subscribe to my channel. I'm Ray Gan, and I'll see you again in another video. Bye-bye.